Hi everyone, it's me Jen from Just Like You, and today I have my January favorites for you guys. It's kind of like a favorites, but I have a lot of hit and misses this time where I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've tried all month that did not work out and some of the items that are absolute favorites. So let's just get right into it and get started. The first item are the collaborations from PIXI Cosmetics. The first one is Itsjudytime, and as you guys know, I love her palette collaboration with BH Cosmetics. It's absolutely wonderful, and it was my favorite palette for the longest time. Still is. I always reach for it. But when I saw that she is collaborating with PIXI, I was like, wow, this is great. You know, you can go to Target and just purchase it right off the shelf. It's so easy, so accessible. And so I ordered this online right before it even launched. I've been trying it out. I tried it out today. I did a look on my eye and it just didn't work for me. I just felt like the colors are beautiful. The color selection is beautiful. Judi did a great job, but the formulation, in my opinion, just isn't that great. I felt like the matte colors are not dark enough, not pigmented enough, so you couldn't really make the eye look intense. Like, you want to give different dimensions and it's hard to kind of create that. I feel like this palette would be great for those who actually love to wear eyeshadow on an everyday basis and you just want a wash of color. You don't want that intense going out kind of look. This is going to be great, especially for those who don't want to put too much time in their eye makeup. I feel like this is easy because it's not as pigmented. It just gives you a wash of color that you can't really overdo it, if you know what I mean. Like, you can actually put a dark color in your crease to help intense it, but it's not going to overly do it where you're gonna have to sit there and blend forever. It's just a really effortless palette. I really like the colors. It's just not for me. I like a palette that's going to really give me an amped look. Like, if I need the dark color to be dark, it needs to be dark, and I feel like it's not as pigmented. Another thing about the palette is the colors that are really shimmery, they're not that shimmery. They're kind of like a semi shimmer, and because it's semi, I feel like the color in it doesn't really show through. It doesn't really pop on to the lids. It kind of looks dull and a little bit muddy. So overall, I feel like it's not that great. If you already have like a lot of palettes already at home, I don't think this is something that you're gonna wanna go get. But if you're a type of person that don't really have that many palettes, you only have a couple from the drugstore, this is going to be a really good one because it is a little bit higher than some of the drugstores that I've tried. So overall, I don't really like it for myself. Comparing it to the BH Cosmetics, the pigmentation did not surpass the BH Cosmetics palette that she did, and I just didn't think it was that great. Now, the second PIXI collaboration is with Maryam Maquillage. I'm sorry if I am butchering her last name, but this is a highlight and contour palette. It's called Strobe and Sculpt. I don't know who Maryam is. I'm not very familiar with her. I wanted to try this out, and you guys, this was more of a disappointment, I believe. Like, I don't even think this is that great. Like, the powder is a little bit too chalky. The color selection, I feel like, is not very flattering. The gray is pretty gray. It kind of looks muddy and it is kind of patchy. It isn't very smooth to blend. Now, there's this one bronzing color right here. I was pretty excited about it because I do like a bronze that has a little bit of shimmer to help make it look more glowy, kind of like that bronze J-Lo look. But this one, it had silver specks versus gold, so it kind of showed the glitter particles a little bit more, so I didn't really like that. But overall, I would not recommend this one at all. Alright, so moving on to some things that I do love. Now, I've shared this with you guys on Snapchat so many times now, but currently Sephora has these as their points redemptions where you can actually redeem them with your points. So this is Glam Glow's mask. It comes with 4. The other one is in my rush room, which is that mud mask that instantly turns into like a mousse. These are the masks that I feel like are so worth it. If you have 500 points to spare, definitely get this, get 2, get 3. I literally went out there and got 3 because you're getting your money's worth so much, because a little bit goes such a long way. And whenever you buy like one mask, it's like 40, 50, 60 bucks. And with this, it's free and you're getting a good amount. Like, literally, I've been using it and I feel like I've used it probably 4 to 5 times already and I still have some in the tube. So definitely check these out. I really do like them. Next is a new item. This is the Soap & Glory Glow All Out, and it's their luminizing highlighting powder. I purchased this at Ulta recently, probably the beginning of this month, and I have been loving this. Loving it for the sense that it doesn't give you that blinding highlight. It doesn't go boom in your face. It's a very subtle one, only when the light hits you a certain way that you actually see the highlight. So it's really nice for an everyday look. It's really soft, and it's nice to kind of just have that to highlight in certain areas to just brighten up the area versus putting too much blindness on the face. So I really like this one. It does look like it's a peachy color, but on the skin I feel like it doesn't really translate that way. It just translates into a really nice finely milled highlight that is just gives you luminosity versus giving you like a blinding light. Now, speaking of highlighter, I'm wearing something today that's not a highlighter. It's like a eyeshadow, but I used it as a highlighter and I really, really like it. This is from the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Metal Eyeshadow. Now, I have it in this gold color here and a silver color. Now, of course, the silver color does not look good on my cheeks just because I'm very warm tone, a little bit too yellow for it to work, but I do use this in my inner tear duct and I really, really like it. It's really smooth. It's very highlighty, but it's not like overly obnoxious. I really like these. They're so affordable. I think each one was $4.99 at Ulta. So definitely check out that brand if you haven't. Next are liquid lipsticks from Tarte. These are the Tarte Lip Paint, and I got it in 3 different colors. I really, really actually enjoy them. I don't really like liquid lipsticks because I do have the problem of a lot of texture and a lot of lines on my lips, and I have eczema patches to top it off. So sometimes liquid lipsticks can really accentuate all those problems, and it just doesn't look as flattering, and it feels very uncomfortable to wear in my opinion. I do like the look, that matte look, you know, and the fact that it doesn't transfer. It's a great idea, but realistically, it doesn't work on me. With this one, I find that with the applicator and the formula, it really does work. Only thing is, in order for it to work for me, I actually have to wear it really thin on the lips, just like one coat really thinly, and it just looks great. It's very pigmented, very comfortable. There isn't really a nasty smell to it. So if you guys want these type of neutral colors, definitely check these out. I have it in 3 colors called Rosé, Bestie, and Delish. Now, I love them and I do recommend them. Next is a skincare product, and it's from Mario Badescu. I bought it in like a package where they package both these together as a duo, and I really wanted to try both of the products, so that's why I purchased it. This is their facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. It definitely does smell like rose water. And then this other product here is their drying lotion. Now, this was a hit and miss for me. So this was a hit. I really like using this on blemishes to kind of dry it up to make it like really, really small so I can extract it, or it just helps kind of make it flatten and not be so gross so you can put your makeup on top afterwards. I like to use this more at night, so I really, really like it. All you do is you put a Q-tip all the way to the bottom and pull it right up. The liquid here and the powder on the bottom is not supposed to mix. It's supposed to be that type of chemical reaction from using the powder and then moving it upwards onto the water substance. So with that, I do like it. I don't think it's like Miracle where you have a pimple, you put it on, it goes away. It's kind of advertised that way, but it's not that. But it does work overall. Now with the facial spray, it was a big miss for me. I don't know if it's because of the strong rose fragrant or it just doesn't work, but it did kind of like made my skin very irritated and bumped up. Now I do have friends that do use this that does love it a lot, but they don't really have sensitive skin. Because I do, I feel like it wasn't worth it for me. So now what I use it for is just to foil my eyeshadow, just spray a little bit of it on my eyeshadow to make my eyeshadow a little more intense. That's what I use it for. Just because I bought it together, I can't really return one because it came together, but it's okay. I just didn't like it. So the next item is this L'Oreal 24-Hour Foundation Infallible Pro Glow. Now you guys know I'm a big fan of this one, which is the Infallible Pro Matte. I've talked about it forever. I really do like it. Yes, it's matte, but adding oil, adding Fix Plus, it does keep the face looking really nice, and I just like that it's foolproof. But I wanted to try the Pro Glow because I was like, wow, you know, like it would be awesome if this one was a little bit more glowy, more moisturizing. But to me, I felt like this one wasn't that great. I don't really like it. I feel like it slip and slide and it wouldn't last 24 hours. I never tried it for 24 hours, but I don't think it would. And I didn't think the color really matched. Like the glow was a lot more pink versus the Pro Matte was more yellow. Now I do like the fact that it's more yellow because it fits me and it's more brightening, but the more kind of pinkish color, buff color, it actually made it look more dull in the skin. So I don't know. And the fact that I guess it has SPF, it just didn't really have the same formula that I expected. All right, next is a skincare item that I have been talking about for maybe like 3-4 years or something on my channel, but for some reason for the last 6 months I ran out and I just forgot to repurchase, and I just felt like, yeah, you know, you get lazy, and I really saw a change in my skin. Like I just kept getting irritation and bumps and all these little like redness around my face and my cheeks, and I just couldn't figure out what it was. Like it's bumps that you can't really extract, so it's not like a pimple, it's just like irritation and inflammation. So if Paula's Choice came back on sale, so I was like, you know what, let me just repurchase it. And I've been using it again. This is the Resist Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum with vitamin C. I've been using it again and my skin is back to normal. No more redness, no more like raised bumps, no more inflammation. My skin is flat and clean and nice, and my skin just looks more brighter, and all the pigmentation is just a little bit more lightened. So I cannot live without this product, and you know what? I am going to be doing a video where I'm going to show you my before and after pictures and talk a little bit more about my skin problems and how this has helped me, but I just wanted to add it in here because I realized I cannot live without it. This is the Veil Mineral Primer with SPF of 15 by Hourglass. I got the travel size just because I felt like I don't really use primer a lot because I don't really use foundation that much. So I wanted to try it out. So many people swear by it. I do get that problem when I wear glasses or sunglasses and I remove them. I get like a little bit of a mark on my nose and then it takes off some of the makeup. So I heard that this works really well on keeping your makeup on all day and it helps smooth pores, and I'm like, sign me up for it. So I purchased it, tried it out. I did not like it. It made my skin even more irritated, and I noticed that it did grip onto my foundation, but once there's an area that takes off the foundation, maybe due to like a raindrop that landed on my face and I had to remove it, or glasses or something like that, once that area of foundation is removed, there's no way of patching it back up with this. I felt like it literally clinged on, and then when the foundation got removed, it like really just like, it looked like tape just took it off, you know? Like, it's so hard to explain. Like, it just, you couldn't mend it. Once, like, if I'm wearing foundation and I feel like I get a little bit of laugh line, I can just tap my finger in there and it just moves it and it looks great. But with this, you can't really correct it. It feels like a mask that just kind of like grips onto the foundation. But once the foundation is taken off due to some type of object or something, you can't patch it up. It looks like there's just a naked spot. Does that make sense? So for me, I didn't like it. Not good for sensitive skin. Now, next is my obsession with a scent. And you guys know I've talked about this a lot. It's the Oribe scent that they have in all their hair products and everything. I just love the smell so much. I don't even know. It's a little bit masculine. It's a little bit luxurious, a little bit floral. I don't know. It's hard for me to kind of express or kind of describe scents, but I have been obsessed with it. And I purchased this Oribe body cream. You guys, changed my life. Like, my whole entire bed smells like it because I put it on my body after I shower. The smell lingers so much and it just smells so nice. Like, I love a good fragrance, but sometimes I feel like it doesn't linger. By the end of the day, it's gone. This scent is always there. The lotion is really great. It feels really rich and luxurious and just creamy and moisturizing, but it doesn't leave like any oily residue. Now, speaking of oily, I also purchased the Oribe hair and body oil. I love this. You guys know I love like hair oils in my hair just because the ends, you know, sometimes you just want to add a little bit more of like moisture and just for the ends to kind of like bind together. but this smells amazing. So my hair smells amazing. I also like to use oil on my body because I get certain areas where it clogs. Oil doesn't clog. So, oh my gosh, like I love this product. I love that it's multitasking where I can use it on my hair, I can use it on my body. Okay, another item that I love and I have to share, two things that I got from Costco this month. The Kirkland Daily Towlette Makeup Remover Wipes. I love these. I have loved these for years now, but they went away for a while. I don't know what happened. Hopefully there wasn't like a recall of some sort that they didn't let us know, but they came back in a different packaging. They still work great. I love the fact that they're really thick and the fragrant is nice, and I have really sensitive skin. This does not bother it. My skin just feels really nice afterwards, and I love just having it with me when I'm like putting on makeup because I can wipe everything. One towelette can do everything because it's so thick. So that's why I really like it. So affordable, that comes in like a bundle, you know, and you don't have to use like a whole bunch of them just to wipe your face or wipe your everything, you know. You just need one because it's so nice and thick. Now another thing that I bought from Costco. SK2 Essence. So this is their facial treatment essence that I have used for years now, but every single time I need a repurchase, I just cringe. I wait for sales. You know, you only can get like 20% off at Sephora, or you buy 500, you get $50 off at Neiman Marcus. You can't just buy so much. So for a long time now, I haven't used it just because I just don't want to ditch it out. You know, I just don't want to dish out that money. But it's at Costco for so much less. It's $290 for this big bottle of 11 ounce. I got this for $190. So you save $100. And you might think, dang girl, that's still expensive. But if you think about it, when you get like a 2 ounce bottle, it's already like, I think $65, $75. So you're actually saving so much more to get 11 ounces of product. Now, if you already like it, I like it. I think that it really helps with my skin balance. It helps with like keeping my skin moisturized but not oily. And I don't know, it's just an extra step in my skincare that I do notice my skin looking better. So if you guys want to check it out and you got a Costco membership, go buy. The last thing is a foundation, and it's the Too Faced Born This Way. This is their undetectable medium to full coverage foundation, oil free. I love this product so much because it has hyaluronic acid, and I do notice that it does plump up the skin without being silicone based. A lot of foundations, I feel like in the past few years, have been more silicone based to help kind of plump up that area where you have like textures to help make it look more smooth. But a lot of people can't wear silicone, and I feel like silicone does separate on the skin a little bit, and it can cause your skin to be very irritated. But hyaluronic acid really plumps up the skin and looks great. I do notice that. I really like it. I'm in the color light beige. It's a perfect match. I love it. I've been showing you guys on Snapchat like follow me throughout the day kind of thing, where I show you my impression throughout the day, and it lasts so much and so well. You don't even have to powder it. It just kind of sets on its own. It's just a very foolproof, it's very easy to use type of foundation. And the last product, I know this video was pretty long. I think it's because I skipped the December favorites. But the last product, these are lashes from Daiso. If you guys have Daiso nearby, it's a Japanese dollar store. I got these for $1, and they are my favorite lashes. They're comfortable. I'm wearing them today. I can't even feel them. They don't bother my eczema patch that's on my eye, and they look so natural. If I could wear lashes on an everyday basis, I would pick these. They look natural. They're beautifully tapered and crisscrossed, and they have a band that doesn't have like a black line, so you can wear it without liner. It's just a really nice lash for just $1. I have talked about it on my Snap. I've shown it. This is like cut out because I didn't like the bulk of it, but they only have this one in the orange. So if you go to Daiso and you look on their lashes aisle, you will see this orange color one. It's the 378 Invisible Eye Line Type Cosmetic Eyelashes. Try them out. They are great. And for my last item that is not beauty related, well actually, It has to do with beauty because it actually gives me beauty sleep. So it is a pillow, and I have had such a hard time sleeping comfortably where the next day I'm not sore. I have really bad TMJ problems where my jaw is really crooked. So what happens is it causes my jaw and then my neck and my shoulders to be really off and not aligned. So I have to go to a chiropractor. I have to wear a mouth guard at night to kind of like keep it pretty aligned and just comfortable. And it's really hard for me to find a good pillow that's like good enough to support. And this pillow is by Casper, and it's just their standard pillow size, and it does such a good job. Like, it's like those hotel down feather type of pillow, but it has like this inner lining that's made out of like a gel that helps support. So sometimes after using it for such a long time, like your pillows, it kind of loses its shape and it gets really flat, and you tend to kind of like have to fold it over and all that. But with this, you don't have to do that. Like with this, because of the gel and everything, it really holds it in place. I have to literally sleep kind of like flat in order for me to be aligned, but I love to sleep like on my sides. So I need something that's gonna support my neck without bending my neck too much. But when I'm sleeping straight, I kind of like to have my head kind of like tilted. I don't like to have it really straight. But with this pillow, once I have it in, it kind of puffs out right here to give me such the greatest support everywhere. It literally feels like there's like a hand underneath my neck that's just like, here, lay down, rest, I'll hold ya. So I love it. It really helped me out. I didn't like it at first because I guess I didn't really work it in. It kind of felt like it was a little too high, but I really like kind of punched it and kind of worked it in, and now it's amazing. Every way that I want to sleep, every position, it just really supports my neck, and the next day I feel energized, I feel great, and I'm not sore. And I feel like I haven't felt this way in such a long time. So that's why I had to share it with you guys. But yep, that's it. That is my favorites and hit and misses for January. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, it really helps me out if you give me a thumbs up on my video, as well as share it with your friends. And if you guys want to see more videos from me, let me know what types of videos you're looking forward to. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!